Well, ladies and gentlemen, seeing the fact that we're fastly approaching the midnight hour as we speak, we might as well bring Music Village for this week to an emphatic close. But don't worry, if you missed anything, and I do mean anything, for this week's edition of the show, we got you covered. Because you can catch this show again one more time, all the time, on our SoundCloud, Facebook, or even Tumblr pages, all named the same, only known as MusicVillageRadio under the hashtag MusicVillage327. And according to the maestro, we have less than 3 minutes and 27 seconds until midnight, so let's hurry this along, shall we? And if you guys want to figure out whether crazy and zany things that we still got prepared for this summer of RPG, like a clock that is slowly ticking down to midnight as we speak, you can go ahead and check it out on our Twitter/YouTube pages, still named the same, only known as ZWO Agent 0012. And before we head out for the night, we would like to thank you, the fans out there, for listening in to this living near or after midnight edition of Music Village. And if you guys and gals out there like what you heard, go out there and spread the word. You know what? Like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz that my sister keeps quoting. Yeah, you know, the PR department's giving me the thumbs up for that one, and is wondering how in the world does it relate to anything for this week's show? Well, those robots needed a lot of oil, so yeah, it works. So they're giving me the thumbs up again. Nice. Now we would also like to thank you, the independent artists out there, for delivering that musical goodness like you always do. And keep up the great work, guys, because I got a feeling we're gonna need your musical inspiration to come up with something special for this weekend as well. Yeah, because there's another show coming around the corner, if you know what I mean. And speaking of people with musical inspiration at all hours of the night, we would like to thank our musical guest for this week, none other than Techno Acts with their song, Glorious Movie Ending, that was featured during this week's Lost Dungeon edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Story. And like always, Techno Acts, keep up the great work, and we can't wait to hear what you got coming down the tubes next. And finally, last but not least, we would like to thank you, the independent gamers out there, for coming out with all those sweet, sweet video game hits and clips that we had a chance to mention during this week's show. And like always, guys, keep those games a-coming, because you never know what show we've got coming around the corner next. And I guess with everybody thanked, you guys out there, now we go out. I'm DJ Smokey on behalf of the maestro saying, needs more oil. But most importantly, when there's smoke, there's fire. And we'll see you guys next week for another month-ending adventure edition of Music Village. But until then, good night, everybody.